TV. If you have not subscribed yet, make sure you get to it right now by clicking the subscribe button and also the notification button, of course. So every time I put out a video, you are one of the first people to know that I have a video out. And another thing, guys, right now we are at Mosa Restaurant and Bar here at Freedom City. If you don't know where Freedom City is, it's along Entebbe Road right here in Namasua. It is such a beautiful spot. Here at Mosa Restaurants, if you didn't know, they have actually band night every Fridays. Bring your kids here to Freedom City and enjoy. Let them enjoy the swimming pools, the bouncing castles. If you're called on Freedom City. Thank you so much about the first video. Keep watching, keep sharing the page, keep sharing the channel, share the news about the new show Travel 101 with Robin Kisti. Many questions have been coming, many of your comments have been coming. I want to thank you, and I want to encourage you to tell your friends that so last week actually I wanted to remind you we have a workshop, the Diaspora 101 workshop. This workshop is going to take place at the National Theatre this Saturday, this coming Saturday, the 20th of January. Mutwalo gomogo ka 10,000 okuyingira. You can pay now or you can pay at the door. Just make sure you come. If you are viewing from outside of the country, we're going to have a live link where you can all watch from where you are at. So make sure you check me out. You can call the numbers that have been given to you, 0751-260033. That's one of the numbers you can use to reach me. You can book your tickets there, and also any information that you need to know about this travel information. I also want to say that this show is proudly sponsored by New Generation Consultants. New Generation Consultants is a company that's here to help you, give you knowledge that you need if you want to travel. Since last week, so make sure you reach out to us. It's the same number and we'll be able to help you. Yes, Abe on the camera, thank you so much. Oris, thank you so much. My whole team, King Plug, thank you so much. Last video we were talking about how do you go abroad using a visitor's visa or a student visa. Student visa, because I believe it is best for someone to go and seek knowledge in other countries than to go and maybe become a citizen. Because when you go out there and you seek knowledge, chances are you're going to come back and bring that knowledge back here in Uganda, and we build this great nation of Uganda that we all love so much. That's one of the main reasons I came back to Uganda. I wanted to come back Nzimbe Uganda amagezi genzi jebweli ngalete wano ngawe nabagamba. If I enter the parliament one day, you'll be grateful for some of the implementations that I bring into this economy, into the social service systems. Kubanga abasinga bagende bweru kubanga bagala better hospitals, simayanga government zewe biziga basente byebyo muwulira bye babagamba. Naye nawona Uganda kisoboka if we learn what is out there, the creator systems in Uganda, and we implement them, because it's our generation. It is our time. We are going to take on, the parliament, the offices, the big offices. Then we'll be able to implement whatever it is that Ugandans want about those countries abroad. All right. So, student visas, ngenda babulia requirements, because questions arose. Ngabambuza. What are the requirements to get a student visa? So I'm going to be telling you exactly what the requirements are. Naenga, this time in this video, I want to make it a continuation in Yogereku work permits. Yes, I'm going to talk about work permits, and maybe we'll go into the fiancé visa, how you get a fiancé visa if you're joining a spouse in any country. Okay? Remember that most of the information that I'm giving you here, it's from my personal experience, because I have traveled to these specific countries. One day I'll actually bring my passport here and I'll get visas on Sina visa in passport yange jibali bankoleddeko. Ate nga ziwera ziyitamu 5. ziyita mu mukaaga visa ziwerera ddala. So I'm going to show you that these things you can actually do them yourself if only you can read, if only you know how to interpret what these bazungu write in their applications. Okay, so work permits. What is a work permit? So there are different work permits, of course. Different countries have different work permits, but in order to find out any information you need, I want to remind you that this phone here that you have at your disposal, use this phone, and the app you should make your best friend apart from Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, whatever. I want you to make the app called Google. Make it your friend, because let's say, for example, you want to know how do you get a work permit to the US? How do you get a work permit to the UK? My friends, when I'm in Google, genda ku Google yo as like this. Google Angelina. On your you type in any search word. If you want to know how to get a work permit in the US, you say how to get a work permit for US. Ngabo chagala. Ngonyiga. Chegera. Chances bagenda kulaga so many different ones. Naye nga bagenda kubuulira gyogenda okusinga okwetaaga yene eriko usa.gov. Ngonyiga. Bw'onyigaawo bagenda kuleetera information nyingi nnyo how to apply for a work permit. Otegeera. Work permit is application for employment authorization. Okay? Employment authorization document. So bw'ogenda kuno chances abagenda kuleetera so many things to come. Osobola okugenda ku website y'Abamerica olabe requirements ziri zitya. Okitegedde. Naye since that was just to show you nti buli kimu osobola okifuna ku ki buli kimu osobola okifuna online. Mukozese Google app. Abannayuganda, what we know most about is to go on TikTok and Facebook and abuse people. Naye bababuuza ebirala, you don't know where to get the information, but go on your Google. So work permits, they come in different ways, and they come in different forms. US call it different names, UK call it different names, other countries call it different names. This is some information that I'm going to give you. Note it down. If you're trying to go to European countries, Schengen countries, Scandinavian countries, as in says Europe, ng'oyagala kugenda kukola oba oyagala kufuna work permit, mukimanye kino wansi wano kye ngenda okubagamba. You can only work 8 hours a day in these countries. That means bw'obanga oli awo mbu I want to go njagala genda bweru kuba ekyeyo saving esente mangu. It might not be easy to do it in these European countries because you need to only work. You can only work 8 hours because their governments, they don't want you to fall sick, so they spend money on you. Jukida, their healthcare system is free, so they don't want to spend money on you. So they only allow you to work for 8 hours. So for all the people who want to travel to those European countries, like Norway, Sweden, Germany, wakola 8 hours, zoka. So mwabalooza tuno jagenda okuba ekyeyo okole back to back, ebyo biri Canada, UK and America. Kitegedde. So okola otya. Some people can go on a work permit through a job. Ngo oyise mu mulimu. Especially in the UK, there are care jobs. The government came up with a program nga beetaaga healthcare workers. Who are healthcare workers? Caregivers, nurses, nurse assistants, abenjawulo. So different governments come up with different programs. Like in Canada, they have the express entry program. The express entry program for Canada has 3 different government programs. Some federal government programs that they set up whereby they want to place people within their economy. So what they do is they look for these skilled workers through this express entry program. So that is Canada. UK is also different. So with UK, I was telling you that they have the program for healthcare workers because they needed healthcare workers to join the NHS, healthcare workers to join there's nursing homes because abroad they have nursing homes, abakadde babalabirira nnyo mu ezo nursing homes. So sometimes unemployment opportunity might come up maybe online, or someone has given you an employment opportunity. When they give you that employment opportunity, some jobs can help you work on the visa, on the whole visa process. So they can say sometimes you might go online and you can actually go into your Google again, and when you go into your Google you can type in employment opportunities in the UK, employment opportunities in the US, employment opportunities wherever. You just type in and they will give you different jobs. Of course they will give you so many that you might not be able to look through, and you might not maybe understand. It might be overwhelming information, but if you have the time you can look through these and you can get an opportunity that's actually legit. So what happens if unemployment backward, first of all you need that employment letter. You have gotten your employment letter. Let's say for example Cedar Care in the UK has given you a job. When Cedar Care gives you a job, they are already registered with the UK Home Office and they have a documentation that shows that. So they will have a documentation that they will send you. That documentation that they send you shows that you have been given that job. This is when you start filing your requirements. Make sure you have your passport. If you have your passport, that's the number one requirement if you're going to travel. Especially if you're going to any way of travel, passport is the number one requirement. So there's different applications that they fill in when you're going to get that visa. When you look up on the internet, it will show you the application, the specific applications. Some of them have names. For example, the America, they will tell you the D175. That is the name of an application. Over the I-175, the I-75. You know what I mean? So those are the names of applications. You see stuff like that. Different embassies or different people have different ways of calling these applications. You know what I mean? So you just have to go to this internet, type in whatever you need to type in, and the information will follow down. So in most countries, especially countries like Germany, countries like Sweden, a lot of those countries you have to know the language. So if you're trying to go to those European countries that speak other languages other than English, you have to know. Before you will even start working, you will spend about 3 good years learning the language. So what would I do as me, someone like me? I would advise you, go and find this place called the Gothe Centrum. It is in Kamwocha. Gothe Centrum is a center where you can actually learn German. Alliance Française, you can learn French. So you can even go now. No, you go to France, you go to Germany. So by the time you get ready to go and work in these countries, it will not take you so long to learn the language. Or you can even do online courses. If you want to learn Dutch, you can go online and learn Dutch online. You just have to pay little money and you register. There are some countries where they need to your English proficiency test, especially those who are going as students. A lot of schools, a lot of jobs require you to know English. Even if you're going to join a partner, they still want you to do an English proficiency test. You're going to be able to actually join the workforce and start working. These countries, they don't want people who are just